I received this question about the Silk Exercises lessons. Rather complex question. What has puzzled me about what we have covered is why we're doing these seemingly random movements. Do they all link together? Are they part of a sequence? What is meant to be happening? How best do I practice if I don't know the what and why of the practice? Hence, more confusion than I've ever encountered before with Qigong. A shame, as getting into the internal root of the practice is exactly what I feel ready to explore. This was part of an overall question about what we're trying to achieve in the Silk Exercises lessons. The question was accompanied by a YouTube video that the person had been watching as part of their process to learn the Badwan Jin. The video contains the statement at 20 seconds in, quote, "The 8 brocades are named after the silk brocades," unquote. The silk brocades and the silk exercises are one and the same. They are the precursors of the Badwan Jin and also of the 10 fundamental treasures. To give context and underline the importance of my answer, it is best if I ask you a few questions. The first one is, why are there so many names for the same exercises? For example, in the video provided, the following names were given for exercises, and I will mention a few of the alternatives. I'll use 2 examples. We have, from the video, 2 hands support the heavens. Variations of the name include hands holding up the sky, or lifting the sky, or uphold the heavens. Then there is, again from the video, raising the hands to condition the stomach and spleen. Variations of this include single arm lift, holding up a single hand, and harmonizing stomach and spleen. There are very similar, physically similar Qigong known as separate heaven and earth and connect heaven and earth. Part of the reason for these variations is in the translation. Part is in the lineage, and part is based on the goal of the Qigong, what it has been developed to do. They might look the same, but they are most definitely not. Why is this? They have the same or very similar movements. What makes them different? The difference is in the focus, what the Yi is doing, how it's guiding the Qi and where it is guiding it. Qigong did not just suddenly appear, it developed. It was done through prolonged practice, through meditation and listening to the Qi. That means having passive awareness of it. This has been an ongoing process throughout the history of Qigong, or Daoyin, or Neigong, or inner alchemy, whatever name is being used to describe the art. Qigong is what's happening internally. That's not inside your body, that's with the Qi. It is not the external movement. The external movements are one of the tools that are used to create the internal movement. And this is the biggest misunderstanding that exists about Qigong. All too often, there is only the physical. My next question for you is solely about the Badwan Jin. Why is it that there are so many versions of the Badwan Jin? And why are there so many seemingly contradictory claims as to their benefits? The answer is not a simple one. From the outset, from the Silk Exercises, the continuing development has produced more effective Qigong. That is to say that they are more beneficial as the focus on the meridians and the points has been honed. However, there's also been a negative backslide to physical exercises that are accompanied by Qi sound bites. You will still have benefits from these exercises, but they'll not be the same or as potent as those that are being practiced internally with the appropriate focus. My aim, the aim of teaching the Silk exercises, is to show how the Badwa Jin came into being, to show how they developed from the external to the internal, to help you hone your skills and practice internally. You should know what you're working with, that is to say, what meridians or points. And you should have tangible awareness of the Qi in those meridians and points. Your Qigong teacher should be able to tell you where you should be focusing, why the focus is such, what meridians or elements are being involved, and what the Qigong or the combination of Qigong can be used to treat. My last questions are, in the video, for raising the hands to condition the stomach and spleen, there are a few claims made to its benefits. Quote, "This is very good for the stomach and spleen. It tones the core. The benefit of having a healthy spleen and stomach is that you tend to be more stable and in balance when these two organs are also in balance." End quote. How is this physical movement achieving that? The organs are mentioned, but what about the meridians? Qigong works with the Qi in the meridians, and it is this that produces the benefits. How are you accessing stomach meridian and spleen meridian with this exercise? Going back to the original question, why are we doing these seemingly random movements? The movements are no more random than those in the Badwan Jin, one of the sets that they developed into. Next part of the question, do they all link together? Are they part of a sequence? Well, like the Badwan Jin, they can be practiced as a set or individually. Next part of the question, what is meant to be happening? You're being taught the external and the internal movements for each of the exercises. This is being compared to those of the previous set and those in the Badwan Jin to show the direction of development. Next part of the question, how best do I practice if I don't know the what and why of practice? An answer to the what, they are ancient ancestors of the Badwan Jin. An answer to the why, we are attempting to walk in the shoes of the ancients in an effort to appreciate the work they did and the gifts that they have given us. The last statement, hence more confusion than I've ever encountered before with Qigong. A shame, as getting to the internal route of practice is exactly what I feel ready to explore. Simple answer to that is, the internal is the Qigong. In the Silk exercise lessons, the development of these Qigong guides you through the process that took generations. From vague movement of the Qi to the keenly focused accuracy of what points are being stimulated and what meridians are being influenced. I recommend that the lessons are viewed in order, starting with set 1, so that you have a base to work from. With prior experience of Qi, you may also need to empty your cup in order to walk in the shoes of the masters who experimented, explored, and developed these Qigong. Now, I hope that this has answered all of your questions.